Good morning. We're going to do a flight here this morning. It's a little breezy, but not too bad. Hopefully we won't have a disaster. This is my old faithful Hollystone 600. I'm waiting on my new Hollystone 600D 3 gimbal to get here because my other Hollystone fell out the sky for no reason. But I went through a bunch of stuff with Hollystone and they agreed to pay half of a new drone, so that's what I ended up doing. So let's get us a little flight going here. I'm going to engage the propellers and get started. All right, we are sitting on the hood of the Acadia this morning, and we are going up for a video. And we're going to land because where is the drone? There it is. The drone is acting a little funky this morning, so we're going to bring her down. So we are coming down. It is pointing at me. I'll do a wave. But it's not breezy enough to cause this little funky action. This is what the other one started doing before it had its problem. We're going to fly over here. I'm going to let it sit here for a minute and see what it does. Hopefully it doesn't attack me. It's normally a very stable drone. Oh, there we go. That's the problem. It didn't do me a verbal warning. It says that the compass is improperly calibrated, and I calibrated it. So let's get over here and see what we're doing here. It's doing better now that it's closer to me. But I'm going to go ahead and land and recalibrate, and we'll start over. Is it doing the little funky circle? No. Now it has no calibration error. Am I safe to fly? Like I said, that's what the other one did. Yeah, the calibration compass, can't see it. The compass calibration seems to be off. Please land and try to calibrate the compass again. Well, let's do that. Down we go. We have landed. Oh, it normally gives me a verbal warning on a calibration error. All right, I'm putting it into calibration mode, and we're going to spin it. 1, 2. Now we got to do vertical. 1, 2, and calibration is complete. Ready to fly. All right, no warnings. All right, let's try this again. We're on the hood of the Acadia. Wind is a little rough. Are we still on the same video? I think we are. All right, I'm just gonna bring her down low so I can stay with her. I really hate to lose 2 drones in a couple of months. Alright, that's the neighbor's house, but I was going to do a flight around here, around the Isonville, to show what all I got done. Wow. Alright. Wind is a little breezy, but not too bad. All right, drone, come here. I got the yard mowed. Got Isonville looking real good. Go over here. I'll do a pan by the house. All right. See how this looks. That's a little too high. We need. All right, we're gonna get the flowers this morning. Back up just a fuzz. All right. The breeze is affecting a little bit. But there we got some flowers this morning around the Isonville. Fly over here and get Uncle Sam. There's a bird bath. Oop, that's the wrong way. There's the grass I mowed. There's our Uncle Sam. And there's the petunias, I think those are called, that I planted about 3 weeks ago. There is my elephant ear, and I forget what them little purple flowers are. There's my good old Buick. There's the Acadia, and there are my Atlantic irises, still doing good. We're gonna fly down here. That's the neighbor's house. At least I don't have a calibration error, but this wind is blowing me around a little bit. Wind tried to blow it up into the power lines. It's a little breezier than I originally thought. There's some more Atlantic irises. And there's my big belly. And there's some more Atlantic irises and some oriental grass. I believe those irises are about done. All right. There's my rocks I'm so proud of. It took me years to do that project, but I got her done. But the breeze, I'm not going to do a pan out near the road. Like I said, I done lost one drone this month. Don't want to lose another one. But Holly Stone did work with me, and I got a new one on the way. I learned a bunch of stuff about these flight recordings. Every flight is kept on the app. And you can go in and send them flight logs if you have errors, which I had. And the wind blowing again, blew it down about 3 feet. There's the old trusty Envoy. That is my go-to vehicle. That is my favorite vehicle, and it was originally bought for Jennifer, but I think I bought it with me in mind because it's mine now. This is Jennifer's vehicle, the Acadia, which until she can get back driving again, we're trying to get her a little better. Hey! Right now, go to the backyard. Show you what all I've done back here. Oh, about hit the Envoy, wind blowing around. Got a new burn barrel. And there's a big yeller, one of my riding lawnmowers. Back there's my trailer. And there's Little Orange, my other riding lawnmower. Jennifer, I think I've said this before, but I enjoy telling it. Jennifer says, why you got two of everything? Because if one breaks, I got another one I can go to. Which that happened. Big Yellow broke a belt the other day while I was mowing, and guess what I did? I went and jumped on Little Orange, and I finished the yard, and the drone's just bouncing up and down. Really having to keep an eye on it. Got the pool all done and ready to go. How long I've been recording? About 10 minutes. I hope y'all enjoy these little recordings. Yeah, the drone just went up to about 10 feet and I didn't do it. That was the wind. There's Jennifer's building. Nice, pretty little building. The white one's my building. And the pool is looking good. Marley's having a little friend come over today. She's all excited. And they think they're getting in the pool. I'll let them get in, but I don't think they'll stay in it very long. It's a little on the cold side. So I'm gonna swing around here. And I had those tires, the mess on the driveway I got cleaned up this week. And I still got to work back here, and I got to get the carport done. But I got a lot done. I had to put an upper control arm and a tie rod in on the Envoy so it would pass Virginia State inspection. And then, probably since December, I've had an actuator clicking in the Buick, and I had just been putting it off because I feared it was going to be a horrible job. But when I got into it, it wasn't as bad as I thought. And I did it in about 2 hours. I thought it was going to be an all-day job. But I was happy I got that done. Got the yard mowed, and I did some labs this week. I just got all kinds of stuff done. So, y'all getting a little bit of history here. And the drone just went down about 6 feet, and now it's going back up. The wind is a little wicked today. That's the reason I'm staying here close to it, not going too high in case it decides to plop down. And we got a new roof last summer. I'm very proud of that too. We did it without having to finance it. We got to replace our heat pump, and I'm trying to save up, and that's going to be our next major project. Well, a project I'm going to hire out. I could probably do it, but get it all put in except for having them charge it up and fire everything up. But I think I'm just going to let the pros do it because that is not in my expertise. That big bush back there, I'm going to cut it down. I think I'm going to rip it completely out. I'm tired of trimming it every year. But Marley said she saw some kittens under there and does not want me to rip it out yet. So I'm going to hold off. But like I said, I'm very proud of all the work I got accomplished this week. Everything is a lot neater than it was, and it's going to keep getting better. And there's Marley's little swing set. Her and her little friend will probably use that today. And I am 14 minutes into this video. I'm curious to be what the difference is going to be between a 2 and 3 axis gimbal when I get my new drone. I paid the extra money since I was getting it half off. Figured that'd be the best way for me to get that expensive of a drone. But I've still stayed in the 600 drone. They've just updated it every year for the last 3 years. And I'm flying the one that's 3 years old right now. This is my oldest good drone. There's the neighbor's building. There's some junk on my trailer that I've loaded up. And the drone's coming after me. It's drifting back here towards me in the breeze. Well, either I need to go get that blew off of the trailer. I'll get Steven to get it. The old burn barrel came apart. And Marley had a chair break on her. And we put it over there on the scrap to get rid of. I was going to fly underneath the trailer and show off my skills, but I don't think I'll do that since we're having issues. But I'm about barely touching the grass, about 3 inches off the ground. And it landed and it took back off and landed, and I'm just going to bring her back up. And we are 16 minutes into the video. Say we got about 4 more minutes before I land. And that's my neighbor's house. They had their roof done 2 years ago. And it looks good too. Now they had a team of 3 or 4 people do theirs. And they were Americans. And it took them 4 or 5 days to do that roof. Now, I hired a group. It was an American boy that sold it to me, but the crew that came was 6 or 8 Mexicans. They were 6 to start with, and then they brought some more in. But they did that roof in a day. They stripped it off, put it in, and they had 2 younger kids come, and they was crawling around on their hands and knees picking up nails. Now, I did find some nails. Probably, I've even found one this year, 10 or 12. And there comes Miss Marley. Marley's waving at the drone. Marley getting her yoo-hoo out of the outside fridge. That old fridge ice maker tore up. We ended up getting a new one. New fridge, and I put that one out here to keep me some cold sodas in. Come here, I can't hear you, baby. What, baby? Baby, I can't hear you for the drone. Speak up. You're gonna go put your shoes on. Well, the video will probably be done here in just a minute. I don't have much battery life left, would be my guess. But the breeze is down and the drone's doing better. I have my own drone site, which you know. I'm also on, I think it's called Virginia Drone Pilots. I'm on that site, and they do some funky stuff. I might try with this older drone, but they are doing something called Fly Through Fridays, where they fly through stuff. And I don't know if I'm ready to test my skills on that or not. But the wind's down. There's my trailer. And we're still bobbing an inch or two. I'm tempted to try it. I'm chicken. This breeze is picking back up. Really don't want to crash another drone, which I don't consider. Whoa, it come after me. The wind's picking up again. I had to jump out the way. If y'all watch the whole video, you'll be entertained. Well, look at Miss Marley there. Marley is kicked back in her chair. We only got one chair now. I need to go to Ollie's and get some more. I need to get rid of that one because I don't want to sit in it and end up in the ground like she was the other day on the other one. If you're wondering why I got the Envoy parked that way, I came up around, turned around in the yard and parked like that so I could get around the Acadia if I want to. And Steven's at his mom and dad's house. And yep, it turned black today when I did a burn in it. It catches the paint on fire and the paint burns off of it. Our burn barrel was green and now it's black, and she noticed. So I cut a couple of draft holes in it with my grinder, and then I shot some holes in it with my 9mm just to have some fun. And it's right at 30 feet away from the house. And we are 21 minutes into this flight and we have not got a low voltage warning yet. But this has been a very calm flight. I've not done any major 200 or 300 foot up in the air. But the wind's blowing it up. Well, it says it's just 1.7 feet off the ground and it's above my head, and I'm 5'11 3/4 now. She's going down again. I hope that's just the wind and that it's not acting up. But this drone is old. It's going on 3 years old. The one that I had troubles with that fell out of the sky was only 8 months old. I worked with Holly Stone for about a month, sending them information they wanted from the drone. And they could not verify an error or not in the drone itself from the flight logs I sent them. But they told me that they would send me a 50% off coupon, and that's what I did. I got a $800 drone for $400. And this one was $750 when it was brand new. And drone number 2 was around, it was just a drone, a controller, and a battery, and an extra set of props. And it was $350. The one I crashed. Now we're getting low battery warning. We have flown 25 minutes, so we get about 25 minutes on a battery. So we're going to go ahead and land. I'm going to land right here. Down we go. And we are waiting for the props to turn off. And I hope y'all enjoy this video. I'm going to post it on my drone page in a little bit. Bye-bye.